All right, this is becoming a flat surface in just a few days' time, so we really need to finish what we were gonna do so that we can get it out of here, because I got other stuff I want to do. The little Cialis is over there. We want to get that. We want to finish the tractor behind me. I'm waiting on something for it, and that all starts with just making it happen, just diving in. So that's what we're gonna do right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. This is the old junkyard Super 77. Amazing that you can, you know, get one running and driving for under $20,000, but here it is. So at any rate, what we're gonna do is, before I, you know, say we're done all through whatever, I've got one more set of gauges, I believe, behind me here, or actually over that way. But I'm gonna go grab them, and we're gonna make sure that I didn't rob one out of there. And then what I'd like to do is take off these, you know, clean this up. Take out these gauges, clean it up, give it a cheapo coat of the green paint just to keep it from rusting worse than it already is. And then we will go about our happy lives. I don't think that I'm going to, be nice to get that headlight switch loose, but I don't have another one to replace it, so I'll probably just put it back in if I can get it loose, easy. And the choke cable's the big thing. I got the old fire stick though, sitting right over there. We can make that happen. But let me first grab these gauges and make sure that I really do have what I think I have. All right. I'm hoping that this is a box with a complete, there's an oil gauge, there's the water gauge, that should be a charging gauge. Yes. So one more set of these. These are the cheaper of the sets you can get. What I mean is there's usually two choices, like a set that's over $100 and a set that's about whatever it is, a lot cheaper. And that's the lot cheaper set. But I don't know, I think from now on I might just have to spring for the several $100 set every time, because I don't know that I believe the oil pressure gauges. I think after they sit, they get not accurate, because I've had multiple tractors this year where the oil pressure gauge doesn't read correctly. So I don't know about that thing. But otherwise, I think pretty well everything here should come out for the most part. So do we want to take the gauges out before we do the fire stick thing so that everything's not burning hot? And then do we also want to be on the other side? Probably yes, maybe. Right. Also, if energy permits here after a while, I think I'm going to take the hay spear off the loader tractor, load up the bucket with trash, haul it out of here. Because I have been putting off hauling trash, and it's getting unmanageable, like it's everywhere. I do not enjoy that. Almost as much as I don't enjoy this. That's not working. See, it's a two-edged sword when you start taking stuff like this loose, because it's so soft. Like the nut, which you can't see, it's just a ring. It's so soft that if you squeeze on it to take it loose, you will actually deform it and make it grab tighter, and then you can't get it off of there. And I'm afraid that's what is happening here. So we're gonna have to see if we can something. I know you'd probably like to see, but I feel like more of the failure is back behind us here, so I think you'll get to see it one way or the other. Maybe I need to try to rotate the whole functionality of the switch now that it's junk, because if you didn't pick up on that, it just self-destructed. I think it's going to actually work. And you're going to get to see what the inside of a switch looks like. Piece of bakelite. Okay, come on. Come on now, we were doing so good. We were coming along. We were coming loose. And now we're not doing that anymore. There we go. Come on. Come on! It's very frustrating, friends. I mean, junkyard tractors. What are we doing? I also, okay, because somebody's probably in the comments like, why are you not taking this loose right in front of your face? Well, I'm wondering the same thing. Oil line. I also wonder, did I order a new one of these for some reason? Because on my kitchen table is a brand new oil line kit. And I'm trying to figure out if I ordered it for this or for something else. I'm really good about ordering parts. I'm bad about using them. I will order them as soon as I see I need them. And then they will be there in limbo for eternity until I finally get around to doing the thing. And it's kind of stupid, you know. It's going to work if it just keeps up the... Yeah. Well, see what I mean about how that gets really deformed when you squeeze on it? Well, if I do put a new kit in, it probably comes with this fitting, but I'll take it off anyway. Got to get the gauge out. I want to lay as much flammable stuff right here in front of the gas tank as possible, so that when I use the torch in a minute, I have a really good chance of seeing the moon, you know? Be nice to see that without having to pay a bundle on tickets. Okay. There is something that's going somewhere. I don't know where that's going, but we're not going to disturb. I don't want to really replace wiring right now. That's not my main objective of this. It runs with the setup that I've got, so I'm going to just put those wires back. I'll tape this one up because it's got a little bare spot, but this is a minimal repair here. This is just a, you know, make it nicer and then get it out of here, because it's probably going to sit somewhere for a long time. Maybe it'll sit in front of an auger, I don't know. It does start nice. I need to look into getting gauges remade, like from those places that say they restore gauges. I don't know what they charge, because I bet I have a 5-gallon bucket of these original gauges. I never throw them away. But I mean, the face just gets nasty, you know what I'm saying? But I think this gauge actually worked. It came up and did the thing, so it's probably better than the ones that are going to be replacing it, you know. This wire is going where? Oh, it's going down to the front of the tractor, so it's probably a charging wire, and I probably cut it off. It's probably not even connected to anything, to be honest with you. Is it? Nope. Not at all. We'll probably just leave that off when we put it back together, because we haven't got charging system sorted out yet. All we need is this hot jumper wire from the battery to the key switch to make it run. And then we can sort out the rest of the nonsense later. Oh, come on. Now, Red pliers, don't let me down. You always know just what to do. Now, come on. You're not playing right size. Also don't know if I broke my phone in case of the explosion, that I might be able to call for help with my mangled body. You know. Alright, remember, those two wires were on that side. Not that it really makes much difference, because I'll probably change it all anyway. Let's stick this through it. Keep them together. That'll make it nice, right? Sure. I can see it already. I can see the beauty. Uh-oh. That red, what's going on here? There. I can't have broken the red pliers on this. They felt, when I squeezed them, they felt like it came apart in my hand. What's happening, red pliers? You're better than that. Come on. I did see on Facebook the other day a guy had a pair of these that he broke, so I guess they're not indestructible. Red pliers, red pliers. Oh, yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. It'd be nice if I didn't have to use the torch, you know. I might try to see if I can clamp the outside. I've been soaking it with the ZEP, that choke cable I'm talking about. Sometimes I just start talking and realize I never tell you what my brain is actually talking about, but I figure you'll figure it out or you won't. Either way. I actually have, now that I think about it, but I think they're in the house and I'm not in the house, but I have a set of gauges that viewer Steve sent a long time ago. I think from his father-in-law's stash of stuff. I could probably put those in here. I may save them for another day. I don't remember. I know there was at least one gauge in there, but I might put those in the glass cabinet too, because if they're a nicer set. Save them for future reference, you know. Because once the originals are gone, they're gone. Oh, come on. Riveting footage. Man struggles cranking his own nut. It's going to be a viral video, folks. He is struggling. He's also just using these red pliers for show. It's probably time to use something that's actually, you know, slightly more appropriate, like an adjustable wrench. Slightly more appropriate. Okay, you piece of steel. Just a short end is left. Sure. Well, friends, that was a struggle. I'm not going to lie to you. For whatever reason, it decided that it wanted to be more difficult than it needed. Now our next affair is going to be this right here. Thought I had an appropriate size wrench laying here. Of course, it's long since. Let's see if we can clamp this. It's totally junk, so there's no problem with destroying the thing. It's just I don't want to bend the dash too whilst I'm struggling. Come on. Come loose. Oh, it didn't do it. the magical Zep works again. I've been spraying this down with Zep every time I walk by. And I think it's gonna go. And I didn't even have to use the fire stick. I'm amazed this is working, because usually these things don't cooperate. You'll keep twisting off, you know, the tube back here, and it's making me work for it though. It's fighting every single thread. There. Now the question is, will this come out of here? Oh, somebody home brewed something here. That's excellent. That means that I'm going to struggle because it won't let that pass through. And I bet why he did that was so that that nut wouldn't slide all the way down. Because that is super annoying when it happens. But it's super annoying now when I want to get it loose. And it won't go.
One eternity later.
Now. Okay, there we go. Next time I order from AGCO, I need to order a pile of choke cables. Because as previously stated, I think they have about the best ones out there. They are very nicely made choke cables. This isn't doing anything. Let's just get that out there. Those two go there. Oil pressure line. We want to save the original key if possible, because that is the original key for a super tractor, and I've never seen another one in person, so I want to keep that. I don't have any more of those. I should probably, well, what I'm doing right now is digging out these pieces. That's part of that switch that gave up the ghost. What else do I want to do here? Well, probably take the gear shift plate off, if it will come off. Probably should have been soaking that. Didn't do it. What do we want to do? I mean, it looks like it should come out. That one will. Bottom one's going to come out. Top one, the verdict is still out. I hope that was the sound of it breaking loose and not, I thought it was a button tearing off my shirt for a minute. There we go. Alright. Now we just need to hunt up some type of wire whirling fixture. Probably the one on the die grinder would be the best. And then a guy could make this happen. I'm debating on whether I should take that battery cable loose so it's not in my way. But I know as soon as I do that, I'll open up a whole can of worms, because it will probably twist off. And then I'll have to put a switch on it, which I really don't want to do. Or, convexly, I don't know what the correct terminology is, I'll just unbolt that switch from there. It actually, now that I look at it, somebody has bent the dash in that spot. Pushing on it, on the push button maybe? loose. Almost like the last guy didn't know what he was doing. Kind of like the guy that's working on it now. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let's save those. Alright. Yeah, somebody cobbled up. Look at that dash. That's all bent up, and I don't get it. I mean, these things usually match, like the holes match fine, so I don't understand why we did what we did there. Maybe now we're gonna make it more difficult for ourselves. We just said we weren't, and now we're gonna do it anyway. Come on. Whatever. It's just easier to take it all loose while we're there. Now I need to figure out what I did with the hammer. I really need the orange hammer for this task as a backup for the other hammer so I can straighten that dash. Because I'm afraid that if I just go to bending around on it, I'm gonna, well, maybe I can get it better. I don't know. There. Gotta not be afraid of failure. I mean, it's a junkyard tractor, so I don't know that I accomplished what I wanted here, but I did something. Still, I think the hammering would be the most adequate way to go. Sweet. It'd be nicer if still a little. I think that'll be better in the long run. It's getting dark. I can't. Probably not for you, but it is for me. I can't hardly see what I'm doing. That's pretty darn good, really, for being like it was a minute ago. Got all the high spots. So what I want to do here, I actually got more stuff behind me I wanted to work on too, but I think tonight I need to just focus my energy on this. But I would like to get this wire wheeled up, and then tomorrow morning before I leave for the afternoon, I will put the paint on so that tomorrow night when we get back, it'll be ready to put gauges on. That maybe doesn't seem right to you, but it seems right to me because I know more about what I'm really talking about. My brain didn't explain that very well, but that is neither here nor there. So I'm going to leave this part here, and I'll bring you back when it's tomorrow. All right, we're back again. It's actually been a couple days. That's green enough. I'm satisfied. Let's start slapping it back together. See what we can make happen. I guess we'll start with, well, we'll start with throwing stuff right in our way, you know. Why wouldn't we do that? Let's put this back in there. That was our big struggle at last. Our stuff didn't want to go, and people had to, they mangled up the dash because of this. Maybe we'll find that we got to dent it to put it back in. I don't know. No. shouldn't. Should just work. There we go. Well, there's one. It looks like, I didn't notice this the other day, but they have actually got two different sizes of screw here. Somebody must have been struggling with this replacement of this, and then got frustrated. And although I could see that the bending took place when the old switch was still in there, like maybe it wasn't working all the time and guys were, you know, hitting it real hard to try to get it to make connection, and then that seems like that would be something that would go down, you know. As you get frustrated, you're hitting it more and more, and then finally you make a whole mess of it. Okay, we're gonna struggle. There we go. Again, this is not restoration quality stuff. This is just cleaning it up and rust preventing it to make it more better. I don't have time in life to totally restore 45 tractors, but I do have time to make them better where they will stay preserved. And then maybe someday when we got more money than sense, we can pay somebody to paint them, you know, because that is not something that I enjoy doing, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind taking them apart and sending the pieces over there and saying, paint all this for me, and then I'll put it back together, but I don't have the patience to just do the thing. We're struggling here. Now the cable, the starter cable, has also left the chat. Actually, let me think about this. There are holes in the dash, and they should have rubber grommets in them, and I ordered rubber grommets, and it should be laying here, and we really need to try to put that in. The one under the battery box is going to be hard without taking the battery box out, but I know we could get this one in, so let's put that one in. You like how I block your view so you can't see anything that's happening? That's good video, right? But basically, they're just one of these things. And can I get it up in there? I doubt it. Let's go low. See if we can stick your hand in. Or not. That might help. Turn on the pulley. And then we'll forget about it. Oh, that actually made it worse. I can almost get there. This is why I bolt in the battery box, so you can actually take it out of your way. But right now I'm kind of lazy. I really don't want to take it out of my way. We'll just pretend it's fine right now. Next time we either pull the fuel tank or we pull the battery box, we'll put that grommet in. This is a lot thinner than I would prefer for a starter cable, so we might have to update that too at some point. Like I said, this thing's going to be a work in progress for a long, long time, with absolutely no timeline or care whether we ever get it done. But when we need something to do, to take our mind off something, we can pull out the old junkyard tractor and start tinkering. There we go. All right. Now we're to our yellow gauges. This is always kind of fun. They're so pretty. We need to get all our pieces though and have ourselves set up for success, which we are not at this minute. And what I mean is, we need this bushing. Just better to use the new one. Sometimes the Chinesium taper is different than the original, so basically what happens is this piece is kind of, I don't want to say tapered, but it kind of is a little bit seated to that in there, and then your other nut jams it down, keeps it from leaking. You definitely don't want to bend on it too much, because what am I trying to say? Well, you will have sadness if you do. They're not indestructible. That's what I'm saying. Should we try this quick switch? It's gonna probably not work with you right in my way like that, but oh, no quick switch. Not quick at all. But that's okay. All we did is make a mud hole right where we're working. Alright. Well, there's one. What's next? Charging? Sure. Maybe. Kinda, sorta. They're so pretty. I just wish they would last. You know? It just sucks that they don't seem to do the thing. And here lately, they don't seem to want to go through the National. I don't know what's the deal with them. Nice one of these that doesn't stay working. Alright. Be nice if you had some actual footage of something happening instead of just staring at the wall like you do so often. I delete minutes and minutes of footage that way, where you're just watching nothing. Basically, the good stuff you get to see, you're just watching nothing. The name of this channel should probably be Nothing. Alright, well, I think we're going to call this here. And I'm talking about the project, because it's time to move on. We made it better, but I'm bored with it. I need to be doing something else. So we will, you know, table this for another day, a latter day. But I might move these braces over to that seat thing and slide the seat on it, just so I got a seat to sit on, and then we can rebuild a seat someday or whatever. We got a lot of sheet metal fitment issues we're gonna have to tackle. The dash is actually loose, like someone tried to take it loose part way, so probably should address some of that. You know, that would make the hood fit better. So I'll do that kind of stuff at some point. But we really improved it. I mean, it's come a long way from what it was, and it's getting a lot closer to where a guy could hop on it and rake hay or something. And that's kind of where I want to be with it. And then we'll tackle cosmetics later. That hood ain't great. I kind of have a regret. I should have saved that. It had a shelf bracket screwed to the hood, and that was holding the muffler on, and that was kind of funny. I should have probably kept that and just left it on there, but I think that looks stupid. So anyway, Yeah, I like them painted up, and I want it painted up, and then I can say, hey, that was in a junkyard, and then people will be like, how about that? And that's where we'll leave it. So anyway, we've made progress, and the time has come to call this video here. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.